Welcome live to New Canaan High School's Dunning Stadium on the campus of New Canaan High School, the home of the Rams, where today the IMG Academy Ascenders will face off against the Rams in the Ascenders' first of 3 games up here in Connecticut, facing off first against, obviously, here, New Canaan. Then they'll head to crosstown rival Darien tomorrow, and then Greenwich Academy the day after. Myself, PJ Neville, alongside my partner, John Frieders. John, what are you looking for in this contest?
Yeah, you talk about it. IMG comes up to the Northeast to play a bunch of very good teams. It starts here against New Canaan here at Dunning Field. And, PJ, I'm excited for this game, but look for both teams to set up their offense early, settle things down. These teams don't play each other much. You talk about IMG coming all the way up from Florida, and then New Canaan resides here in New Canaan, but they play against IMG. This is the first time they've played in a very long time. Look for both these teams to battle it out here. Some of the best lacrosse you'll see in the Northeast and down in Florida coming to face off against each other. New Canaan, IMG, we're in for a good one today.
Yeah, John, and just kind of getting an outlook on kind of the specifics of this game. What players from New Canaan are you looking for today?
Yeah, so normally you'd mention Lexi Tully, Devin Russell, Maddie Tully as well, so both the Tully sisters and Russell. But I talked to a couple of the captains. I talked to Coach Woods. They're going to be really imperative in the team's success, but you're going to look up for other players such as Sydney Patton, Emma Rowe, a couple of those other offensive pieces to step up. Because when IMG Academy played Episcopal, one of the top teams in the country, they face-guarded their 4 best players. Look for that to happen tonight, too, as well. Devin and Lexi, both to be face-guarded. We saw it against Darien. You'll see it against the best teams in the country. They neutralize the best players on the other sideline. And for New Canaan, you're going to stop Ava Kitt, the Maryland commit.
Yeah, John. So as we get close to starting lineups in the national anthem, players getting their stick checks done before the game, just quickly, you want to talk about that Darien contest just a couple days ago. I know you were there, and that was definitely a rough finish for both sides with the tie. I know both teams really would have liked to win it, but what did you see in that one that you're kind of anticipating more of today?
Yeah, so that Darien contest going in heavily anticipated, lots of excitement. It was a top 5 battle in the country. New Canaan at 4, Darien at 5. People knew it was going to be a close game, but I'm not sure they expected a tie. Both teams tied at 5. No one left that game happy. The fans, the players, no one wanted that result to be tied, especially with the rivalry between New Canaan and Darien. But in that game, right, you saw Devin Russell really forced to get the ball out of her stick, move the ball around, and have her neutralized and not touching the ball, not taking the shots on net, as well as Lexi Tully. Darien did a great job of stopping New Canaan's 2 top offensive pieces, and look to IMG do it again. But that game is kind of an example of what the top teams will start doing. They'll neutralize their best players, and Devin Russell and Lexi Tully, two of some of the best in the country. We also saw a goalie showdown between Hope Shudell and CC Patterson, which was one of the best games I've ever seen in terms of a goalie battle between those two.
Yeah, Patterson with 12 saves in that one, as we are going to send it down to the field for the national anthem and player introductions. Back live from Dunning Stadium, getting just about ready for the Rams and the Ascenders to face off. John, any final remarks before we get this one going?
Yeah, just look at this IMG Academy offense to start off the game right. They're a balanced offense. They have a bunch of good goal scorers, including Robbins, so Audrey Robbins, as well as Taylor Santos and Avery Adkin. Look for those kind of top levers, those attackers to get started early. You're going to need a lot of offense to beat this New Canaan Rams team. You want to get things going early, especially you're in a foreign environment, right? You're up here in the Northeast. It's a little bit chillier today. You want to get those legs moving. You want to be able to get up and down the field. And you don't want to be in a stall. You don't want to be stuck on defense against this potent New Canaan offense for the majority of the game, right? You want to control the pace of the game.
Yeah, IMG, they're definitely not used to this kind of windy, cold weather, especially, being from down in Florida. As, just to give you a quick overview of our starting lineups today for the IMG Ascenders, you've got number 3, Audrey Robbins, number 4, Taylor Santos, number 5, Avery Adkin, number 8, Aubrey Moran, the freshman defender. You've got number 13, Ava Kitt, number 15, Taya Somer, number 18, Gianna Feldman, number 22, Charlotte Vandenberg, number 24, Mady Riley, number 25, Luca Francesca Mastra Andrea, number 29, the senior Talia Picozzi, and then in between the pipes, you've got the goalie, number 30, Lou Doyen. Then for the Rams, you've got number 2, Sydney Patton, number 4, Addie Crowley, number 8, Devin Russell, number 10, Reagan Quinn, number 11, Temma Wagner, number 12, Izzy Janiga, number 18, Maddie Tully, number 22, Catherine Norton, number 23, Lexi Tully, number 27, Emma Rowe, number 28, Claire Ognebenny, and number 38, the goalie, Cece Patterson. As both teams meet at the face-off dot. The ref steps away, and the ball is loose in the air for the draw. Still loose on the ground now, and that's going to be Robbins who picks it up.
Yeah, and the Ascenders here, right, getting possession early, that's going to get you back into your offensive flow. You haven't played in a couple of days. You made the trip up to the Northeast after going from Pennsylvania. That one, an unforced error early here for the Ascenders.
Yeah, so that was a pass from Santos, and Somer couldn't corral it, and now the Rams on the clear. It's going to be Apelt. Apelt sends it up the field, a little bit of a low pass to Emma Rowe. She loses that one, gets pushed over. That one's staying with the Rams. So Rowe will give it back to Apelt, and the Rams will get it going once again. Maddie Tully in the midfield gives it off to Janiga. Janiga taking it behind to that X position. And the Rams look to get their offense going. Phoebe Shue now. Shue back to Janiga. Janiga back to Shue. The Rams looking to really kind of use that behind the net advantage to get this one, going their offense. Because Lexi Tully has it up top.
Yeah, New Canaan's offense really patient. We've seen it throughout the entire year, right? They're not going to rush for the first available shot. They're going to try to get those cutters inside, get people off of picks, get some space. They don't really usually like to play that one-on-one game. And they play a team game as that one goes in. But
that goal's going to be waved off after the whistle comes before. So Sydney Patton's shot won't go. But they will have a free position here basically right at the top of that arc. Probably, the best look that you're going to get as Patton moves in and draws first blood. Sydney Patton with the goal, and the Rams go up 1-0 on the Ascenders, not even 2 minutes in.
And that's a good way to start, right? If you're New Canaan at that free position spot, you saw them struggle a little bit against Darien and against some of the better teams, right, inside that 8-meter mark. But those are your free opportunities, right? You're almost like your free throws in basketball. Those are your opportunities, the best opportunities you're going to get where no one's around you. You can take your time, go in. Sydney Patton does exactly that, gets it past the goaltender. Great shot there by Patton.
So Patton opens up the scoring for the Rams and makes it 1-0 in this contest. And now a little bit of a new look for the Rams. They've got 5 defensive players in that D zone, only 3 on attack. So maybe, trying to limit the IMG offense a little bit more as Maddie Tully gets possession of that off of the draw. Tully steps in and looks to settle down on offense as the Rams go back to work. Tully with her right hand gives it to Patton behind with Janiga. And you see what the Rams are doing is they are subbing off that extra defender whenever they get into the offensive zone. And then Phoebe Shue will come out and play some offense as Russell gets by her defender, pass, cross crease, and that one goes! Sydney Patton with the twofer, number 2, as she gets the Rams' second goal of the day.
Yeah, and you see that the abilities of Devin Russell as a scorer are prominent throughout every game, but then those opportunities on offense, right? Because you're known as a scorer, those opportunities open up to pass the ball, give it to your teammates. She does exactly that there. Russell over to Patton. Great job by Russell. Great eyes in the back of her head over. Cross crease pass to Patton. Great pass and finished by Patton.
So Patton with her second on the day for number 2 as the Rams go back to the faceoff dot again. IMG in an unfamiliar situation right here, down 2-0. Not even 3 minutes into this one.
A great job by Russell there. Again, just moving the ball off, dishing it over to Patton, and a great look for Patton. Both for goals, coming on really good opportunities, high-quality opportunities for the Rams here early on. They're going to look to continue that trend.
So Tully and Mastra Andrea will be at the dot for this draw, lined up next to each other as the referee steps back, and that one straight to Maddie Tully. There was a whistle on it's going just straight to the Rams. That a little too aggressive from Adkin, and the Rams will get possession here as Emma Rowe steps in, pulls it out, looks up top to Patton, Sydney Patton.
And just take a note of that right
split
there.
Dodge.
On the first 2 draws, right, Maddie Tully has ended up with the ball. Great job picking up the loose balls. And you see the Tully sisters do a great job of that throughout the entire season, right? Those loose balls off the draws and then transitioning that into the offensive zone where you can finally set up an offensive possession. They're going to do it again.
So now Maddie Tully to her sister Lexi. Lexi drives down, pulls it out, gives it off to Patton. Patton to Maddie Tully. Maddie Tully puts it in her left hand. Kind of looks like she's looking for a split dodge. Gives it off to her sister Lexi, and Lexi just drives in and gets her first on the night. Lexi Tully with the goal, and number 23 puts the Rams up by 3.
Talk about the tandem of the Tullys, Lexi and her sister there. Great job from the Tully sisters. Maddie setting the pick for Lexi after she gave the ball off over, and great job by Maddie. Give it over to Lexi, set the pick, and then have Lexi come right down the middle, right down Broadway, and put it past the Ascenders. And that's a tough start for Doyen right in between the pipes. Really nothing you can do about those 3 opportunities. The Rams just seizing control of this game early on.
So Coach Shannon O'Neill will call a timeout and talk with her team after going down 3-0 early in this one and really no established offensive possession here. Right? They had that one and they basically, threw it away right off the gate. And then ever since then it's been all Rams.
And it has been all Rams. Not the way you want to start off this road trip up in the Northeast. You're going to play New Canaan today. We talked about the Ascenders' schedule, but they play New Canaan, a really good New Canaan team. And then they go over face a top team in the country in Darien as well. And then GA, Greenwich Academy. So it's not going to get any easier here. Maybe a little bit of adversity that you have to fight through if you're the Ascenders.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about it, right? We talked about that Darien-New Canaan matchup just last Thursday, and IMG, they're basically facing the same opponent tomorrow. So if they can't get it figured out today, they've got a night in a hotel room to figure it out before that game tomorrow. So the Ascenders will come out here for the draw once again. It's going to be Master Andrea as the Rams now break the huddle, still with those 5 players in the defensive zone. And it will be Tully to face off against Master Andrea in the draw circle.
And Tully and Devin Russell have done a great job inside that draw circle so far, winning those draws and getting the ball in possession of New Canaan. They're going to get another one here, another opportunity to control the ball. And if you're IMG, right, you want to get the ball, you want to move it into your offense and then control the ball for a little bit amount of time, right? Move the ball around, kind of sustain an offensive possession and get some momentum back.
As Devin Russell picks that one up, and she's got a little bit of a break here. Russell driving down that right alley. Looks to pass it off to Janiga. Janiga to Rowe. And Emma Rowe gets the Rams offense back into motion here with Patton across to Tully. Maddie Tully back to Sydney Patton. That junior to junior connection now to Lexi Tully. As Patton works the ball through up top to Maddie Tully. And you could see the Rams really using these players instead of Devin Russell like how they would in the past because of how, John, you talked about in the open. Their IMG's locking off some of the Rams' top players. Surprisingly, though, none of the Tully sisters. As Maddie Tully's shot goes off the far post. Ball loose on the ground. Patton will pick it up. And the Rams go right back to work. Now they get it to Russell. And Russell on the cut. Her shot scores. Bottom left corner. Devin Russell puts the Rams up 4 off of a great give-and-go feed from Emma Rowe.
And look at Devin Russell there. Already has an assist on the day. And that one's going to be a goal. Great shot by Devin Russell there. After getting the ball moved, worked that ball down inside. And just shows, as you see on the replay, right, bottom left corner. That was a snipe from Russell.
So Russell gives the Rams a 4-goal advantage here. And IMG really showing no signs of life on the offensive end. Really, I think, the Rams, they've also just been shooting the ball really well. I mean, Doyen, she hasn't made a save to this point in the game, right? Facing 5 shots, 1 hit off the post, and 4 have hit the back of the net. So
definitely a tough start in net in Doyen. And if you're the Ascenders, right, your defense has to tighten up a little bit. And you got to get the ball out of the defensive end as that ball is taken away by Adkin.
Adkin won that draw, gives it back to her defender. And IMG still has to clear the whole field against a very aggressive New Canaan Ride as she bobbles that ball there. But that's not Sommer, that's Feldman will take it up, pass it off. That one batted down in traffic. And Adkin had the ball. I'm not sure what the call was. I think they were calling for a little bit of a push or an illegal body check. And Adkin will start with it. Gives it off. And IMG looking to get into the defensive zone. The Rams Ride really doing a great job, though, as Maddie Tully hit that one out of her stick, and she's got a 2-on-1 fast break. Tully walking in. She sees this look in hockey a lot, and she sees it in lacrosse now with the goal. Maddie Tully puts the Rams up by 5.
Yeah, you saw the Rams defense there just swarm the Ascenders right around the 40-yard line. The Ascenders trying to get the ball out. First had to face that Ride in New Canaan, and then went right into that aggressive defense. And New Canaan takes the ball away. As you see on the replay here, that was Maddie Tully streaking down the field. Then got the ball, got past her defenders, outran her defenders. PJ, you talked about it. Fast on ice and fast on the turf. Look at Maddie Tully go. She scores there. What a shot there from Tully. One-on-one defender. Another great opportunity converted on by the Rams.
So now the Rams go up 5-0. I think, 5.5 minutes through this first quarter as the referee's whistle blows, and that one going to the Rams. Lexi Tully will pick it up, move it through the midfield into the attacking zone. Tully with a little bit of a spin move, gets a trail check from behind. That one coming from Ava Kitt. Whistle blows, and New Canaan will get the retained possession here as Tully will give it behind to Phoebe Shue to Izzy Janiga. Janiga finds a cutting Rowe, and Rowe's shot stuffed at the doorstep by Doyen. And now IMG looks to clear with a little bit of gain momentum off the save.
And that's definitely a save you can build momentum off of, right, PJ? Point blank stop there on Rowe, but then they turn the ball over again. This New Canaan defense not backing down.
So now the Rams will take it in. Whistle blows. Rowe settles it down in the offensive zone with Patton. And the Rams go back to work on offense once again. It's really, I think we haven't seen this IMG team cross that kind of offensive line, the 35-yard line. You know, besides that first possession, they haven't crossed it at all through just about 6 minutes in this one, nearly 7 actually.
It's definitely been all New Canaan, right, and it's reflected in the score. But if you're the Ascenders, if you want to get some momentum here, you need another big stop against this New Canaan offense. If you're Doyen, right, you're peppered with shots, close shots. Another one saved by Doyen.
Rowe gave it to Maddie Tully on the doorstep, but Doyen met her right there. As now that's going to be Robbins who takes it up. Robbins gets it through into the attacking zone. And now IMG settles it down on offense with Santos. Santos looks to sweep up top, fakes the rollback. And IMG goes to work here. It's Adkin to Santos, back to Adkin. Defended by Russell. Now with Robbins. The pass out in front. Broken up by Ram. And Patton will pick it up. Give it behind to CeCe Patterson. And now Patterson looks to Tully. Lexi Tully receives that pass. Gives it up to Emma Rowe. And the Rams with a 3-on-2 break. Rowe decides to settle it down. Gives it off to Janica. And now Patton inside. Looked like there was a little bit of a trail check that got her. And Janica will pick it up behind and settle it off.
Yeah, you see how quickly, though, right, the Rams move the ball up the field there. The stick from Patterson, the pass from the 5-star committed to Notre Dame, moves it up the field, then over to the New Canaan offense, and then they're on the break, right? They go from defense to offense in a matter of seconds. And they had another opportunity there, but great defense from the Ascenders right on the ride.
So Cecilia will give it to Lexi Tully. Tully tells Sydney Patton to clear through, and Tully now dodges straight down Main Street. Her shot is good. That one, Sydney Patton, Lexi Tully will have another goal on the day.
Yeah, that's Lexi Tully. She had 5 the other game, last game against Rye. Rams coming off a victory against Rye. Lexi Tully had 5 in that game, has a couple today. Another big part of the offense, putting in another great day's work.
So the Rams offense really getting going here, starting off this first quarter with a 6-0 lead. 3:15 still remains.
You saw the contact there on the replay. You saw Lexi Tully, the contact. It looked like the ref was going to throw a yellow flag, but she netted it in the back of the net. Great job there from Tully to finish through the contact.
So now Tully will face off against Kit. And the Rams have really also dominated the draw circle all game long, contributing to this, grand success that we see on the scoreboard. As the referee backs off, blows her whistle. That one loose in the air. Won by Maddie Tully. Tully will give it up to Janica. Janica steps in and takes it behind to X. Janica looked like she had a cutter in Cecilia as she gives it off to Cecilia. Referee's whistle blows. I'm not 100% sure what that was for. Maybe. Actually, I am not sure. I don't know. As Cecilia will step in, give it off to Janica. Janica to Patton. Patton to Tully up top. Tully back to Rowe. Now Maddie Tully looks to step in. Looked for a shot, pulled it out. She's got Rowe up top. Rowe puts it in her left, back to her right. Tully steps in, finds Rowe on the cut. Emma Rowe just pulls that one out, gives it off to Maddie Tully. Maddie Tully behind to Izzy Janica. Now it's Cecilia.
And again, right, patient offense, not going to stress the shot. You're up 6-0 already. But even then, right, you're not going to get the look that you want, so you're going to take things out. You're going to reset the offensive set, and then you're going to see what you can do as Devin rolls around the pick.
Russell takes it behind. GLE now at X. Russell to Janiga out in front. Janiga looked like she had a shot. The defender closed in very well. As now she'll take it behind GLE once again. We've got a whistle. And it's going to be a yellow card for I am not sure what. As now Janiga will step in. And that's going to be a shooting space violation. The Rams will get a free position. That's going to be Maddie Tully with it, the Cornell commit. She's got, a sister already there in Caitlin Tully. Then Lexi Tully's going there next year. And now Maddie, as her shot goes wide, Cecilia will be there to back it up. And Ali Cecilia steps in with under a minute to go in this first quarter. Back up top with Maddie Tully. Finds a cutting Emma Rowe. Emma Rowe back to Maddie Tully. Tully takes it behind to X. Fakes the pass. Now to Emma Rowe. Rowe puts it in her left. Pass on the doorstep. Janiga passes that opportunity up. As now Rowe looks to maybe wait for the last shot of the quarter. She'll give it to Cecilia. Cecilia behind. And now out in front, Maddie Tully with the backhander. She gets it to go. And the Rams go up 7-0 with 13.1 left in this first quarter.
How about the Tully sisters here today? This time, Maddie striking for her second goal of the game. Maddie Tully works her way inside, receives the pass, then puts it top left corner. As we look at the replay here, the pass from Cecilia gets inside, switches hands, and goes top left over the head of Doyen. Great shot from Tully. Perfect placement there, and a great job by Maddie.
So Tully puts the Rams up 7, and this really wasn't what we were anticipating this early in this one, John. A 7-0 Rams lead nearing the end of the first. Maybe they, get it up to 8 if the Rams are able to capitalize on a little bit of a fast break off of the draw. Ball loose in the air. Grabbed by Tully, Lexi Tully, that is. She has to drop it, though, due to a penalty. Or, sorry, not a penalty, just a whistle from the referee, and the Rams will wait that one out. And your score at the end of one is 7-0 in favor of New Canaan. They're really sticking it to this IMG team.
Yeah, definitely did not expect this going into this game, right? New Canaan already up 7-0, and now in the second quarter, right, if you're the Ascenders, you're going to have to work things back. You're going to have to rebuild, kind of get things going, get the offense started. And you got to take this 2-minute break, right, to settle things down and get back kind of into that area, that mental mindset where you're focused. And you got to start from getting that first goal and keep kind of building back things, right? You're not going to score 7 goals right away. You have to keep on going, progressively start scoring some goals and get the offense going. But in that first quarter, really no offensive possession time for the Ascenders. It was all New Canaan.
So as it stands right now, the Rams, really destroying IMG. John, what do you think this IMG team has to do to kind of get back in it? Do you think, there's a problem on the defensive end or more, on the attacking end?
I think it's more of a problem, right? They're not winning those draws, and then that converts into some New Canaan offense, and they've just dominated the flow of the game. If you're the Rams, right, you're happy with the way things have been going. And if you're the Ascenders, you need to get things going and get back into the rhythm of things and get some offense going. But that starts from getting the ball out of the defensive end. That was the first quarter possessed. The ball was possessed entirely from the Rams.
And then, John, in Coach Kristen Wood's huddle, obviously she's got to be ecstatic with the result of this first quarter. What kind of adjustments do you think she's making in this one? Or you think, she's really just kind of telling her team to play the same game?
Yeah, I don't think there's really a lot of adjustments, right, going on in that huddle. But Coach Woods is really a big activist of finishing games, playing every single minute of the game, right, going and keep on building success, right, and keep on moving things. So they're definitely not going to stop the offense here. They're going to keep things going, even though they're up 7-0 at the end of this first quarter, right? There's still a lot. I'm sure she sees a couple of things that her team could have done better, so they're just going to keep on getting better, and they're going to keep the offense going. They're going to keep attacking.
Yeah, so both teams finalizing the huddles, and the players come back out to the field. And, really, it's just been the Rams getting good inside looks this whole time, right? Goalie Lou Doyen really hasn't had much help on that defensive end. The Rams throwing some really good cuts, and a lot of those IMG defenders getting caught ball watching and not, looking at their defender.
Yeah, you're right. The quality of looks that the Rams have gotten, you mentioned, although they're up 7-0, you'd expect them to get good looks, but they've gotten multiple shots just right in front of Doyen where she has no shot at stopping them with the ball movement, the crisp ball movement. And then you even saw Tully get free on a breakaway where she just outran the defense and the ride of the Ascenders. She outran the players that were chasing her, and then she had a one-on-one against Doyen in which she converted.
So Lexi Tully will face off against Ava Kitt, two senior midfield commits. Kitt obviously going to Maryland, and then Tully, as we mentioned before, headed to Cornell with her two other sisters. As we will see Kitt take it in and pass it off, and now IMG goes to work on the defensive end. It's going to be Adkin with the ball. Adkin takes her defender behind, defended by Catherine Norton. And now, kind of playing a little bit of a waiting game there, is Kitt. She'll pass it off, and now up top with Robbins. Audrey Robbins passes it off to Avery Adkin.
Look at this relentless defense from the Rams. That's senior captain Izzy Apelt, always out there. And she's one of the best defenders on this New Canaan Rams team. But what makes this defensive so special in this New Canaan team right this year, especially this year, is their cohesiveness and how together they are. They kind of move as a unit. They're not out of position often.
And John, you were just talking about the cohesiveness. There is a miscommunication there on the defensive end, and IMG takes it in with, just a wide open look, and Aubrey Robbins finishes on the bounce shot, lays it on the ground, then it bounces way up high and just kind of sneaks in the top of the net, getting past Cece Patterson.
Yeah, and that's the way you kind of build off this period, right? Build off coming down. You're coming down from a 7-goal deficit, so you're going to have to work things, kind of move the ball around here. You see there on the replay, that was Robbins, beat her defender, got that smidge of shooting room, took the shot and got it past Patterson. Great job from Robbins. But if you're the Ascenders, right, build off of that momentum. You just scored one. Get back into this game. Get the ball, win another face-off, another draw, and move things from that midfield line into your offensive zone.
So now IMG with a little bit of hope here as Lexi Tully will face off against Kitt once again. Tully wins that one outright. And she's got a 4-on-4 break. Would have been a 5-on-4, but the Rams electing to put an extra defender, in that defensive zone, kind of limiting their opportunity for a break. As now Emma Rowe sweeps up top and just finishes inside. Emma Rowe with the goal, and the Rams go back up 7 very quickly.
Boy, PJ, did she make that one look easy. Emma Rowe using her speed, kind of slid around that check. You saw the Ascender defender there try to rip the ball out of her stick, but she slid right under it and kind of ducked a little bit and then turned the corner and put it right past Doyen. But great job from Emma Rowe, having her breakout junior season this year, already going to commit to play at the next level. She's going to Columbia, not next year, but the year after.
And, it just looks like there was a little bit of a substitution. I don't know if it happened, right after the end of that first quarter, but Eleanor Racky went in for IMG in between the pipes. So it looks like Doyen's night, might just be done off of that not so stellar first quarter. But, there's nothing much he could have done, really. New Canaan just got a lot of good looks inside. As the whistle blows, it sounded like an IMG player went early. I think Kitt went early. As Devin Russell takes it through the midfield, gives it off to Maddie Tully. Tully takes it down that left alley, fakes the pass. Now she'll take it below GLE. Switch hands, pull it out, give it back to her left hand. Tully will look to Agnebenny. Up top to Cecilia. Cecilia finds a cutting Rowe. Emma Rowe Oh, that shot blocked out in traffic. And the Rams will get it back. Emma Rowe steps in. Takes a little bit of a shove from the back. And we'll give it behind to Ognebenny. Claire Ognebenny to Maddie Tully. Maddie Tully takes a couple of screens, pulls it back out, defended by Picozzi. And now it'll be with Devin Russell behind at X, defended by Picozzi. Russell turns that corner, looks way across the field to Emma Rowe. Rowe had a look, decided to give it up, and got a trail check from Kit. But Devin Russell with a great stick got it back for the Rams, and she'll settle it down. Devin Russell stepping in, giving it off to Cecilia. Ali Cecilia behind to Claire Ognebenny to Maddie Tully. Maddie Tully gets a screen from her sister, but a good slide from the defender, and IMG picks it up. That's going to be number 18, Gianna Feldman, who will give it off to Ladd. And now IMG taking it through the offensive zone. A little bit of a fast break here. Looks like they're just going to settle it down.
Yeah, you saw a great clear there from the Ascenders defense, right? Get the ball out of the defensive possession. But you saw New Canaan definitely put up a fight. The Ascenders went through 3 New Canaan jerseys and got it out. But if you're New Canaan, right, that's a great job setting up your offensive possession. You don't come away with a goal on it, but you gotta do just continue to settle things down, get back into the flow of your offense.
Looks like the ref will have a flag down on the field. I'm not sure what player exactly. I think it might have been Crowley that one was on. And IMG will get a free position look here as both teams get ready for it.
And here is Bliss with the 8-meter mark. She's going to have an opportunity.
Bliss
Shot
steps in,
on
her
Patterson.
shot just wide, but Master Andrea will be back there to retain possession for the Ascenders.
And you saw how quickly that shooting lane disappeared for Bliss there. Great job from the New Canaan defense, right, to recover, close that shooting gap for Bliss. But maybe if you're Bliss, right, take another step and get closer, because it's not easy to beat Patterson.
As Kit looks to make a move, and she, with the diving shot, Ava Kit scores, showing off why she's going to Maryland. And Cece Patterson gets beat for the second time this game. The Rams still lead 8-2.
And that is Kit's 43rd goal on the year. Ava Kit.
Sorry, it was actually Taya Summer, I believe, with the goal. So,
see the replay here. Here's Kit.
Or sorry, yeah, no, it is Kit.
That was Kit.
Our graphic was wrong. My apologies.
43rd goal of the season goes top right, top shelf, past Patterson. What a shot there from Kit. Perfect accuracy and a great area to target, right? Opposite stick side. That's where you're going to beat the good goalies, that opposite high stick side. It is risky because you have to be so precise on where your shot goes, and you have to have such great control, but Kit definitely has that. Nets are 43rd on the air, top right corner over Patterson.
As Tully faces off once again, this time against Master Andrea. Whistle blows, and they're going to have to do this one again. Master Andrea and Tully to face off once again. The referee puts the ball in between the two players' sticks.
Definitely a better quarter from the Ascenders, right? They were down 7-0 going into the break. Definitely not the way you wanted to start off this trip if you're the Ascenders. Going down 7-0 against a very good New Canaan team. But I think this is the IMG Academy team we kind of expected going into this game, right, PJ?
Yeah, I mean, New Canaan, obviously a nationally renowned program for the past, I don't even know how many years. As the referee blows the whistle, looks like Kit might be hurt on the field. Looks a little limp, but she'll get out there She's already got a goal on this game. One of the Ascenders' probably best players. As the Rams go to work on the offensive end, Maddie Tully has the ball, gives it across to Emma Rowe. Rowe steps in, pulls it out to Tully. Tully with a nice spin. Maddie Tully had to see a cross crease. Luckily for them, Devin Russell will be there to back up the shot. As Maddie Tully steps in, gives it off, and Emma Rowe on the cut finishes. Emma Rowe with the goal, and the Rams go back up by 7.
Look at the replay here. Emma Rowe gonna go on the cut, throws it over to Tully. But great job from Rowe there. Another great job. Just kind of find your shot right and attack. Emma Rowe feeling herself here early on. Great job by Rowe to net another goal. Great job by the junior. And again, just Rowe finding her shot here early on in the first and second quarter.
So Rowe with another goal, and with 6:48 left in the second quarter, the Rams will be up 9-2.
We saw on the replay, right, the assist was from Tully. That was Maddie Tully assisting Emma Rowe there.
Now, back at the face-off dot once again, it's going to be Lexi Tully, who has been getting locked off as of recently. Tully will face off against Master Andrea.
It's been interesting, right, to see this New Canaan offense. They don't just hurt you from the likes of Devin Russell and Lexi Tully, who are probably the most talked about because they're the only 100-goal scorers on this team. But you got girls like Emma Rowe, right? And you got girls like Maddie Tully, Emma Rowe, some key contributors that really they do a great job of spreading the ball, getting everyone their touches.
As Rowe will have it up top. Sends it to Janiga. Janiga had a little bit of a C-cut look there. She'll just give it back up to Rowe. Rowe finds Tully on the C-cut, and she finishes that one right inside. The Senders had no chance, and Maddie Tully finishes it, putting the Rams up by 8.
And a great C-cut there from Tully on the turnaround. She got the ball from the assist from Rowe. Great communication, right, on the same page. And that's what great communication does. It opens up opportunities like that. And it looked like an Ascender might have been out of place, right? She should have been guarded down low inside. Tully not guarded. Definitely a defensive miscue if you're the Ascenders.
So the Rams will take the 8-goal lead with 6:13 left in this second quarter. And the Rams just showing why, they're a national force to be reckoned with. Only 2 non-positive results on the season so far. One of them being that loss to number 1 in the country, St. Anthony's, at 10-7. Real battle to the end. And then that tie with rival Darien, which I'm sure both teams really would have wanted to end, in just not a tie. As now Santos will take it in.
Yeah, and that's St. Anthony's loss. One thing that stands out. They're down 8-1 going in to the second half, so they had definitely a tough start, just like the Ascenders are doing tonight here. Teams sometimes come out a little bit flat, and it's tough to do it against good teams. But New Canaan rebounded, and although they lost 10-7, it really showed them that they could compete with these top teams in the country if they didn't already know that. But it also showed the importance of a good start coming out against great teams, and the Ascenders definitely got off on the wrong foot.
The referee blows the whistle. I think Addie Crowley is going to get a yellow card for, I don't know, a little bit of an illegal play to the body there. And it's going to be Ava Kitt, who has another free position for the Ascenders.
And that'll be
a little bit of a bad angle, though.
That'll be a 2-minute non-negotiable penalty for Crowley. She'll be stuck in that box for 2 minutes of game time, right? So if Kitt scores here, they're still on the women up advantage. Shot from Kitt, trying to go low. That one goes wide.
Kitt had the nice spin move, but couldn't finish it as the Rams look to clear here. Player down.
And that was a great recovery from Apelt on the missed shot, right, closest to the ball. And a great awareness from Apel to get that, move it back to Patterson as she's out of the crease.
Now
and she's
Patterson looks up to Lexi Tully. Tully will take it through the midfield. Give it up to Patton, and Patton's got a 3-on-1 break. Patton looks across to Janiga, and Janiga finishes top side. Izzy Janiga will get the shorthanded goal for the Rams and give them a 9-goal lead. Still, obviously, player down for another minute 20. But, it was good. They turned really what was a scary situation with the free position for Kit into a fast break goal from Janiga.
Yeah, and you saw a great job there from Pat and Wright. Make the defender make the first move on the 3-on-1, working downhill, moves it in. And then she kind of let the defender, Wright, decide whether she was going to step up or move over to one of the two other girls that Patton had with her. And instead she decided to step up, and then Patton found Janiga. Great awareness, 2 goals and an assist for Patton today.
So Janiga with another goal on her stellar sophomore season as Kit won that draw originally. Then the ball got loose on the ground and Russell picked it up. She had Rowe. Rowe couldn't corral the pass. Ball is loose. Sydney Patton will pick it up, and Patton will take it through the midfield on a pass to Janiga. Janiga taking it into the offensive zone, and it looks like the Rams will just kind of settle this one down and try to kill off the penalty.
Yeah, and another thing about that last goal, right? You mentioned you see the offensive side of it, but how about the great job from the New Canaan defense to clear it out quickly and move it up and beat that Ascender ride coming up the field. Great job. And then moving it to Pat and get it to your offensive playmakers that are so experienced and just some of the best in the country.
As Patton will take it through here, look across to Tully, and IMG really not attacking the ball at all with only 20 seconds left on the player up opportunity. Obviously IMG now with that player up look, they can double the ball and maybe put some pressure to kind of force a turnover, but it looks like what they're doing here is having a player inside and using that for as kind of like a free slide. If one of their teammates gets beat, they're able to just take it through and then be met with a slide as the Rams successfully kill off the penalty. Sydney Patton will take it in with her left, pull it out, and give it up top to Emma Rowe. Rowe right on the doorstep to Tully. Maddie Tully with the spin move, and she'll finish that one. Rams go up 12-2, up by 10 with about just over 3 minutes left in this one. Now it's running clock.
How about that junior to junior connection? Emma Rowe and Maddie Tully. What a great game they've had so far. And on the season, they just find each other where they can do stuff with the ball. Rowe over to Tully with a spin move. Great move by Tully. Gets a smidge of open room, shooting space again, and then converts. But talk about that junior to junior connection. Rowe to Tully or Tully to Rowe, going back and forth, just finding each other and giving each other opportunities to score. And some of the best looks have come from just moving the ball around and finding the open girl.
So now Tully will face off against Ava Kitt once again with just under 2.5 minutes to go in this second quarter. And it has really been all Rams on the offensive and defensive side as referee steps away. Ball loose in the air. Nobody comes down with it originally. Patton in pursuit. She misses that one. And that's going to be Robbins who picks it up. She'll look to Bliss. And IMG will settle it down behind. That's number 41, I believe, Riley Beauchart. As now Kit will possess the ball behind with 1:40 to go in this first half. Addie Crowley waiting patiently to attack her prey as she does a good job playing the body there. Good stick check by Crowley. Good stick lift, really. Now the ball is loose behind. Referee blows the whistle, and that one's going to New Canaan. Lexi Tully will pick it up. Give it to Cece Patterson. Patterson to Tully on the clear. Tully through the middle of the field, gives it back to Patterson. Patterson to Temma Wagner. Wagner trying to take it through. Look to Catherine Norton, but that one is going to be turned over. And now Kit taking it back in, gives a pass to Ladd. Whistle blows, and that one is going to IMG. No free position, they'll just start with it up top as Cecilia Bliss will have this one. Bliss gives it to Kit with just under 30 seconds to go.
And if you're the Ascenders, right, it's imperative that you get a goal with the 20 seconds that you have left on the clock, although it is running, so it's going to consistently move down, right? You're almost at 15 seconds, but you got to move fast.
And that's going to be a shooting space violation.
We'll see if they
so
get it off
now free
here.
position with 5 seconds left. The shot from Kit, easy save from Patterson. Ball loose out in front. Temmin Wagner will pick it up, just run it through the middle of the field to kill off this first half. The Rams at the end of up by 10. Or sorry, at the end of one half, up by 10. The score is 12-2, and the Rams really just purely dominant.
Yeah, you're right, PJ. The Rams were dominant in that first half from the likes of Maddie Tully, Emma Rowe, Lexi Tully, Devin Russell, Sydney Patton, everyone getting a hand in this offense. And they didn't stop right after they were up 7-0 going into the second quarter. They didn't stop. They kept on attacking. And now they find themselves up 12-2.
So really, unexpected outcome so far in this one. Rams really taking it to the Ascenders, as we'll be back to you after the halftime break for second half action between the Rams and the Ascenders.
This game is sponsored by our NC Rams All Sports Booster Club Platinum and Gold sponsors. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Anderson Kenny Architecture, a full-service practice that encompasses a range of commission, residential, and commercial projects. Each project is a thoughtful collaboration tailored for clients and their needs. The outcome is highly personal, constructed with intention and integrity. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Dr. William Fessler of Fessler Family Dentistry, the dental office for your entire family's dental needs. At William Fessler Family Dentistry, smile, you're in good hands. Platinum sponsor Frangione Engineering. Planning on putting a pool or addition onto your house? Are you having drainage issues on your property? Frangione Engineering can help you find a solution. Platinum sponsors and NCHS alumni Leo and Steve Carl of Carl Chevrolet have been proud supporters of local athletic programs for generations. Their dealership has been serving Fairfield County since 1927. Their team is ready to assist you with all of your automotive needs. Platinum sponsor Manfredi Jewels. Manfredi Jewels, your local official Rolex jeweler, is excited to continue carrying the finest jewelry and watch brands and welcome the New Canaan community to their newly renovated store this fall. Go Rams. Platinum sponsor Renaissance Partners, a family-owned and New Canaan-based residential building and remodeling company serving all of Fairfield County. Platinum sponsor Walter Stewart's. Walter Stewart's market has supported NC Rams athletics and your entire New Canaan community for years. Walter Stewart's is your fresh local market. We'd also like to thank our gold sponsor Performance Optimal Health, who proudly supports all New Canaan Rams athletes in their 2023-2024 seasons. Their team helps clients achieve their health goals through exercise, recovery, nutrition, and stress management. They offer their congratulations to all teams competing this season. Again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors. The NC Rams All Sports Booster Club supports all New Canaan High School athletics. Go Rams.
back live from New Canaan High School's Dunning Stadium for the second half of action between the IMG Academy Ascenders and the New Canaan Rams. New Canaan really taking it to the Ascenders so far, up 12-2. Really, just playing a real all-around game. John, what have you seen?
Yeah, just the communication, right, the cohesion of the defense, then just moving the ball movement has what has allowed so many great offensive opportunities for the Rams tonight so far. Then also another thing to kind of take mind of, right, is they got a couple of 8-meter free positions and then moving the ball up from the defensive end over to the offensive end. We saw them a couple of times with breakaways. Patton to Janiga on that 1 3-on-1 breakaway. And then Tully had that one where she was by herself and she converted. So the Rams doing a great job moving in transition. And then when they settle things down right, looking for their shots. And Emma Rose having a day today.
Yeah, so both teams will take the field here for the second half of action as Lexi Tully will come out to the face-off dot to face off against what looks like, I think it's going to be number 25, Luca Mastrandrea.
Yeah, and Mastrandrea has been out there, right, for most of the game for the Ascenders inside the face-off dot, inside that draw circle. She's definitely struggled a little bit against Devin Russell and Lexi Tully, but she's had a couple good ones. We'll see if she can kind of bring that momentum, right, bring a good second half to the Ascenders. We saw some signs of life in that second quarter, definitely a much better second quarter than they did have in that first, but we'll see what they can do in this third quarter.
So that draw won by IMG Academy, and Kitt will take it into the zone. Ava Kitt pulls it out and settles down the offense for the Ascenders. It will be Kitt defended by number 4, Addie Crowley, the USC Trojans lacrosse commit, as she does a good job playing the perimeter. Then the roll back from Kitt. I think I heard a whistle. Referees just decide to play on as Kitt inside passes out to Santos. Santos on the rollback, drops the ball. Referee blows the whistle though, and that's going to be a free position look for IMG.
Yeah, and one thing we haven't seen right from IMG tonight is the offensive explosion from Taylor Santos and Aubrey Robbins, right, on top of Avery Kitt. We kind of expected Ava Kitt to be more involved in the offense, but those three haven't really gotten their opportunities because of this New Canaan defense. This New Canaan defense having another really great game tonight.
As that was a great stick save from Cece Patterson. A lot of people talk about stick side high saves. That one was far side and low. So Patterson made the great save as Lexi Tully will now get a free position look. Not from a very good angle, though. She might pass this one off. Who knows? Referee's whistle blows. And she passes it off to Devin Russell, and that's going to be another free position for the Rams. Russell with a better angle here. This one, much better chance with a very good shooter in Russell as she scores that one through contact. Devin Russell goes far side and puts the Rams up by 11.
Yeah, you just saw the offensive firepower there from Devin Russell. We'll get a look at this one again, but just great accuracy, great precision, kind of knowing where to go with the ball. We see here on the 8-meter mark, so good when she gets those offensive opportunities from the 8-meter mark, puts it right past the goalie for the Ascenders. Just a great job from Devin Russell converting off an opportunity given to them, and now they're up 13-2.
So Russell, really kind of firing on all cylinders today, as are a lot of the Rams' other players, right? You've got Lexi Tully, Maddie Tully, and Emma Rowe, and Sydney Patton actually, all with not double digit, but multiple goals. As with just over 9 minutes to go, the ball loose in the air off of the draw. Reagan Quinn will pick it up and take it through. She'll look up to Maddie Tully. Tully with a little bit of a fast break here. She'll just feed it off to Janiga. Janiga looks to take it behind. Janiga gives it off to Lexi Tully. Lexi Tully at X. No defender is playing her there, so she's got all the time in the world to make a pass. Rams looking to get a little bit of a set here, maybe some off-ball screens.
Yeah, and you mentioned PJ, just the great job from everyone on this New Canaan Rams offense, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe everyone that's out there right now has at least a point, if not a goal. You know, Janiga had one, Patton and both the Tully sisters had one, if not multiple. You had Emma Rowe, who had two. You also have Devin Russell, who's got a couple as well. So really everyone inside the New Canaan Rams offense producing tonight.
So Lexi Tully with the ball at X, waiting for a defender to come and play her. Mady Riley thought about it. Now the defender finally comes from Aubrey Robbins. She looks up to her sister Maddie. Maddie Tully will pull it out, just take it back at X. Doing the same thing that her sister did, just waiting for someone to come and play her. She had Janiga wide open on the doorstep. Didn't decide to go there. And Maddie Tully playing a waiting game. Rams have almost wasted 2 minutes on just these looks alone as Tully steps up, gives it off to Emma Rowe. Rowe inside to Janiga. Janiga on the doorstep, passes it off to Bella Lane. Lane will take it at X. And now she'll elevate above GLE. She got pushed from behind, and the whistle blows. That one's going to stay with the Rams.
And that one will go on Adkin. Just a little bit too physical there. As you see, it's cutting.
As
Sydney
great
Patton
cut
gets the
from
ball.
Patton, and she puts it bottom, low shelf, and the Rams go up 14-2.
Great bounce shot there from Patton. You saw her on the cut. She received the ball at the perfect time, you know, when she could do something with it right away. Her teammate found her, Patton, right over to Patton. We were just talking about Patton and how well she's played so far today. And this season, better yet this season, right, has another goal on the day, and just great offensive awareness from Patton.
So Sydney Patton with another goal in this one, and the Rams go up 14-2 against the IMG Senders. Really, you know, none of us were anticipating this. IMG definitely, you know, a very well-renowned school, not even just in girls lacrosse, but really, you know, in most sports. Obviously, their football team, probably one of the best in the nation, if not the best in the nation, every single year. You know, they've got a pretty good basketball program, I believe, baseball among some other sports, as the referee backs away. And ball loose. Oh, that was a line drive. Aubrey Robbins grabbed that one, and she'll take it through the midfield. Give it up to Adkin. Adkin walking through, passes it off to Kit. Kit sweeps over top. Rolls back. Great roll there from Kit, and her shot saved by Patterson. Great shot, even better save, as Patterson now looks up to Patton. Sydney Patton to the middle of the field. Janiga one-on-one. Janiga steps in, pulls it off, and goes behind to X.
Yeah, and you saw Patton, right, following Janiga down on the cut. Definitely missed a teammate, missed a look.
Oh,
that one goes in, though.
I don't know if that's in. That one, I think.
I could have sworn that one hit the net, PJ.
I think that might have actually been the
call.
stick. I think that might have been Doyen's stick, as the shot from Lexi Tully. They're going to say that it didn't go, and Emma Rowe will give it behind to Izzy Janiga. And, you know, who knows? Maybe it did go. Maybe the ref just saw it, but kind of held off. Obviously, IMG kind of taking a little bit of a beat down right now, as Janiga gives it up top to Patton. Patton across to Lane. Bella Lane up top, defended by Ava Kitt. Lane now down the right alley. Gives it off to Russell, Devin Russell. We'll give it up top to Emma Rowe. Inside with Patton. Patton will pull it out.
Yeah, and that last Patton goal assisted by Rowe, facilitated by the Columbia commit Emma Rowe, as well as that connection from Rowe to Patton, then Patton to Rowe, and Rowe feeding her teammates, Rowe over to Patton, and then even to Tully. Anyone really cutting, doing a great job from the Rams get opportunities off of picks and then off of cuts tonight. Really everything working in their favor.
So now it will be Sydney Patton with a free position look here for New Canaan. Patton will pull it out and just settle it back down on offense. Rams kind of looking to just use their time here and drain out the clock with just over 3:20 left in this one. Janaga's shot gets past the goalie, and Izzy Janiga with another goal on the night. And the Rams go up by 13, with just over 3 minutes left.
Great job from Janiga there, but again, another defensive miscue allowing the New Canaan offense to get inside that 8-10 meter mark, right? Get it right in front of the defense, right in front of the goalies. They're going to have another goalie substitution, but here we get another nice look at that one by the Rams. Patton, decided not to charge right away, and then she found her teammate as you have a little bit of time on this replay, but Rowe over to Patton, then down low from Patton over to Janiga. Janiga converting for her second goal on the day, and a great replay there.
So Lexi Tully to face off once again as the Rams with a new look. They've got 6 defenders in the zone now as Maddie Tully will pick it up. She's tripped up. And that one staying in possession of the Rams. Tully pick it up, take it in touch. And with just 2 minutes left, she'll give it behind to Janiga. Janiga across to Rowe, up top to Patton. Maddie Tully behind to Izzy Janiga. Janiga elevates above GLE, looks to Rowe. Crossfield pass to Tully, now up top with Bella Lane. Emma Rowe down the left alley, behind to Izzy Janiga. Janiga at X will look to pass to Rowe. Up top, Bella Lane fakes the pass. Give it up to Emma Rowe. Now inside, Devin Russell with the lefty shot, top shelf. She nets that one, and the Rams go up by 16.
And what can't Devin Russell do? This time attacking with that left leg. She's attacked with both her right and left side hands, and great stands and great stick work there from Devin Russell as you get the replay here. But again, just put the ball in Devin Russell's hands and you'll be all right there. What a snipe from Russell, top right corner past the goalie stick. And again, that stick side, that high non-stick side, my apologies, not stick side, but that other stick, not stick side. Great shot there from Russell past the goalie, and IMG can't find anyone in between the pipes to stop New Canaan's shots.
So now Sydney Patton will take the face-off against Master Andrea. And the ball loose in the air, played right out to Addie Crowley. Good goose from Catherine Norton. And Patton will give it up to Crowley. Crowley taking it in. Mitty stays back. And Crowley take it behind to X, feed it off to Shu. And that will do it for the third quarter of action from New Canaan High School. The Rams currently up 16-2 over the IMG Ascenders, and just some really good, all around lacrosse play.
Yeah, you're right. Everything really going well for New Canaan on the defensive and the offensive side of the ball. And if you're the Ascenders, right, you kind of got to get back into this game. You got to figure out a way to generate some momentum in this fourth period so that you can take that momentum into Darien tomorrow, where you go off against a team that is just as good as New Canaan in the Blue Wave. And Darien and New Canaan, we mentioned they faced off on Thursday. They tied. And you're down 16-2 against the Rams. You got to figure out a way to build some momentum and then go back to the drawing board tonight.
So, right, you talk about that IMG against Darien matchup, a team very similar to New Canaan, and it's gonna be really, really tough for them tomorrow if they can't get it figured out. I mean, good thing for IMG is now, right, they're they're kind of getting their bodies used to this cold air and weather, which they'll definitely be stuck dealing with tomorrow as well.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit chillier out there, right? You don't get the sun. It's cloudy. And I believe it's around 55 degrees, maybe 50 degrees. So definitely a little bit colder than they're used to. But this is Northeast Lacrosse, even in May.
Yeah, I mean, some of the top teams deal with this on a daily basis, right? The Rams, St. Anthony's, Darien, just to name a few, all with this kind of weather every single day, whether it's practice or games, right? We had some nice weather yesterday, actually. It was about 80 degrees. I think IMG, they would probably like that weather more. Not much of a change for them. But, maybe it works out in the Rams' favor that today it's a little bit colder, as looks like Mason Callahan will be in between the pipes for this one. Cece Patterson coming out, and the freshman Mason Callahan. She was very sensational goalie on the hockey team. Let's see if she can do it on the lacrosse field.
Yeah, and talk about Mason Callahan on the ice. What a season she had. First team All-State as a freshman and led the New Canaan Rams to a state championship. Unfortunately, they fell short in the FCIAC championship to Darien. But talk about that run. Some of the stats, I don't remember them number for number, but they were ridiculous, the amount of shutouts she had. And we'll see what she can do here on the field.
Yeah, Callahan, I mean, you talk about it. That FCIAC game that you talked about, it was not nearly her fault. That one went to double overtime. The offense really just couldn't get it done for the Rams. Obviously, Darien had a very good goalie on their side too, and J.J. Maher. But, I mean, that's the past, as now we've got a couple of notable substitutions here. Number 19, Sloan Griffiths, will come in on the attack, along with Ali Cecilia and Phoebe Shue. In the midfield, you've got Izzy Janiga. Can't quite see through the referee who that is. Looks like it's Patton taking the draw against Kit.
Yeah, and we mentioned Callahan from that hockey team. Some notable other stars on that team were the Tully sisters, Lexi and Maddie. Their athleticism shown on the ice and on the field. A lot of these girls are multi-sport athletes, and they excel not just at lacrosse, but also at other sports. And then in the classroom, a great job here in New Canaan.
So Janiga will take it down, give it off to Shue. Shue behind to Griffith. Sloan Griffith will elevate above GLE, give it off to Rowe. Emma Rowe rolls back, looks for a pass right in front. Ali Cecilia makes a move. Oh, the pass just over the top of the goal, but Bella Lane will be right there to pick it up as a pass out in traffic gets batted down, and IMG will look to clear. And now Aubrey Robbins with a little bit of a fast break here for the Senders. She'll pass right out in front, and Callahan gets beat. That goal coming from number 22, Charlotte Vandenberg. Or sorry, actually, that's going to be a crease violation. And the Rams will be working this one up the field. Whistle blows. And the Rams still on the clear. Gilliam will start with it. She'll give it to Quinn, back to Gilliam.
I don't think they're playing yet, PJ.
Yeah, I think, well, she started, and then the referee whistled her back. So Patton will take it through. And she lost the ball, picked it right back up, gave it behind to Apelt. Apelt with the ball across to Quinn. Reagan Quinn up to Catherine Norton. Norton's pass to Griffiths. Griffiths will take it behind to X. Give it off to Shue. Phoebe Shue back to Sloan Griffiths. And Griffiths at X will look for a pass. As the defender comes to play her, she'll give it up to Shue, but that pass was blocked out in traffic. And Robbins will pick it up. Aubrey Robbins through the middle of the field. Her pass will be good to Adkin. Adkin moving in. Pass back to Kit. Now IMG with a little bit of a look here behind at X. Gonna fake the pass, and now with Robbins up top, across to Adkin, behind with Kit. Kit trying to make a defender play her. From X and the Rams, they could wait this one out all day long. IMG really are the ones that need to make a move. The Rams will gladly just waste this clock out and get on home.
No rush for New Canaan. You mentioned PJ already up 16-2, and if you're the Ascenders, it's interesting, right? They're not really trying to do anything here. It looks like they might try to run a set, but even now, right, the clock's still running because they're up by more than 10 goals as IMG gets another attacker in there in the mix.
So now IMG behind at X. Couple of cutters coming through. That's going to be Kit, who makes a move on Crowley. Pulls it out, pass behind to X. That one nearly goes out of play. Patton fights for the ground ball. She'll pick it up and give it to Callahan. Mason Callahan through the middle of the field. Just going to walk this one up. Callahan will look to Quinn, Reagan Quinn. Through the midfield, will give it to Apelt. Izzy Apelt taking it down. And just settle it down in the offensive end. Look for a pass behind to Janiga. Janiga behind to Griffiths. Sloan Griffiths. Up top to Cecilia. Across to Rowe. Emma Rowe. To Patton. Back to Janiga. To Shu. And now with Griffiths. Griffiths looks to make a move. Up top to Rowe. To Lane. Bella Lane. To Janiga. Izzy Janiga slices through the defense. Gives it behind to Griffiths. Sloan Griffiths finds a cutting. Bella Lane, and she'll get that one to go. Bella Lane with the goal. And the Rams go up 17-2.
Yeah, and again, the New Canaan Rams just do it again. A teammate to a teammate. Griffiths to Lane. Great job assist from Griffiths over to Bella Lane, who on the cut. Great job by New Canaan. You see Janiga here take it in over to Griffiths. Griffiths inside to her teammate. Finds the back of the net. That's Lane. And again, how many goals of New Canaan's have been unassisted, PJ? I think almost everyone except for maybe that Tully goal on the breakaway have been assisted tonight. Great job from the Rams with their ball movement.
So now we'll see Rowe at the face-off dot against what looks to be Ava Kit. Rowe and Kit waiting for the referee to step away. Let this one go just halfway through the fourth quarter. The Rams in total control as Patton picks it up and takes it through. With pressure from Robbins right on her back. She'll give it behind to Shu. Shu mishandles the pass, gets it right back, and gives it up to Rowe. Emma Rowe across to Bella Lane. She just had the goal. As she looks to Griffiths. Sloan Griffiths behind to Janiga. Janiga to Cecilia. Ali Cecilia up top to Emma Rowe. To Lane. Bella Lane. Through the middle of the field. Has Shu on the cut. Shu elects to pull it out. Looked like she got hit there on the stick check from an Ascender defender. As Shu will start with it up top with 5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Phoebe Shu. Referees talking. Shu's just going to give it off to Rowe. Emma Rowe to Ali Cecilia. Janiga to behind with Griffiths. And on the cut, Bella Lane nearly had another. Janiga will be back there to chase it, though. As now Izzy Janiga will give it up top to Shu. Back to Janiga. Janiga sliced through the defense. Gave it off to Emma Rowe. And now Sloan Griffiths. Griffiths looks to make a move Gives it off to Rowe. Emma Rowe behind to Bella Lane. Lane fakes a couple of passes. Now cradles it up top. She'll give it to Rowe. Emma Rowe inside. Janica on the doorstep. That one, good stick check from number 24, Mady Riley, as she'll now take this one up. Look for a pass. Lofts it over top to Vandenberg. Vandenberg through a bunch of traffic. And she'll take this one to the offensive zone. Just under 4 minutes to go. Crowley defending Kit. And now right on the doorstep. That one hits crossbar. That one, a great look for number 11, Morgan Jackson, the sophomore midfielder, as Crowley gets through a couple of defenders. She'll just take this one down into the offensive zone, and the Rams will look to settle it. Ashton Pinkernell comes in, and Pinkernell will have it up top.
Yeah, and that's where if you're Callahan, right, you want to make friends with the post. You want to take those bounces when you get them. That one goes off the top, the crossbar, and you take them when you get it. But a great opportunity for the Ascenders.
Pinkernell lost that one, and IMG will pick it up. That's going to be number 12, Bryn Bushnell, on a little bit of a fast break. She'll look across, and Callahan with an outstanding save on the doorstep. But then the rebound goes out, and IMG will finish. That'll look to be, I think, number 3, Aubrey Robbins, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Robbins will get that one, the senior, and IMG gets their 3rd goal of the game with just under 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, and there's nothing you can do here if you're Callahan, right? You stop the initial shot, which is a great save. Then she looked a little bit stunned, and that one goes bottom left.
I think that initial one hit off her helmet, so nothing much she was able to do, as that one just kind of went out and then right back into the back of the net, as Rowe will take another face-off.
Nothing you can do there if you're Callahan, right? Don't let that kind of diminish your confidence in net. But if you're New Canaan, right, you have to be happy at the offensive production today, putting up 17 goals. I believe that this is their 3rd or 4th time this season where they've put up more than 15.
Is the ball loose in the middle of the field. Gilliam defends Kit, as Kit looks to take it behind. Oh, cross crease pass, beautiful pass on the doorstep, but Master Andrea couldn't finish it, and that one stays with IMG off the whistle from the referee with just under 90 seconds to go in this one.
And great vision there from the Maryland commit, right? Cross crease kind of pass from way out. Kit finds her teammate in front. Unfortunately, she whiffs.
So IMG will have this one. And that's going to be Robbins up top. To who known. And Tua own. She'll give it back. And on the cut, that was Santos. She bobbled that one, though. And it looks like Santos will have a free possession here. So Santos fires a shot at Callahan. Callahan makes a save. Now the rebound out to the doorstep. And IMG will pick it up. It's going to be Jackson with it behind. Pass up top to Kit.
Great reflexes there from Callahan on the save. The Ascenders looks like they're going to get one more offensive possession before the end of this game. 15 seconds left.
Crowley on Kit. She rolls back. Good stick check from the Rams. Whistle blows. And maybe they pick it up and get one last opportunity, but that looks to be the game. Just the shot from Kit, and that one scores as the buzzer blows. So IMG goal from number 13, Ava Kit, and the Rams will win this one 17-4 in really pure, utter dominance, right? Really, it was probably 17-3, and then that goal from Kit to end it. It was kind of just the icing on top. As you take another look at that one, just a quick, she kind of just stepped in and sidearmed that one. Great one, top shelf. So, John, what'd you see in this one? It was a pretty good one.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one for New Canaan. And if you're IMG Academy, right, you have to go back to the drawing board. You lost a tough one against New Canaan today, 17-4. But you have another opportunity tomorrow, right, to kind of wipe away this win. Go back to the drawing board, figure out what kind of went wrong, figure out how you can get some more offense. Tomorrow against Darien, you face Darien. So you go New Canaan and then Darien back-to-back. A tough schedule to come up to the Northeast and then play 2 top 5 teams in the country. But they have an opportunity, and, you have to seize that. You have to take it for what it's worth. Although today might not have went their way, you have another opportunity tomorrow. And then if you're New Canaan, right, you're in a really good position right now. You come out victorious 17-4. You play Thursday against another FCAC foe in Staples, and then Saturday against Greenwich Hempstead, I believe. So another game, but that game's at home. So they have a couple of home games here where they can kind of build up momentum, and having that home field advantage, right? They played a lot of away games, tough away games, a couple of Saturdays where they make the 2-hour drives to and from where their respective places, but they came out victorious in those games, and so now you can kind of settle things down.
So, as it stands, the Rams beat the Ascenders 17-4, and IMG with an opportunity tomorrow against, pretty much a carbon copy of this New Canaan team in Darien. The rival only about 4 miles that way. So, it's gonna be a good one if IMG is able to kind of recuperate from this loss. So, before we go, we'd like to give a quick thank you to our crew. You've got Anav Sahai, our producer, Robbie Williams on replay, Caden Leslie on camera, along with Will Sexton on camera, and then John Frieders, myself, PJ Neville. We're going to send it to sponsors.
This game is sponsored by our NC Rams All Sports Booster Club Platinum and Gold sponsors. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Anderson Kenny Architecture, a full-service practice that encompasses a range of commission, residential, and commercial projects. Each project is a thoughtful collaboration tailored for clients and their needs. The outcome is highly personal, constructed with intention and integrity. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Dr. William Fessler of Fessler Family Dentistry, the dental office for your entire family's dental needs. At William Fessler Family Dentistry, smile, you're in good hands. Platinum sponsor Frangio Engineering. Planning on putting a pool or addition onto your house? Are you having drainage issues on your property? Frangio Engineering can help you find a solution. Platinum sponsors and NCHS alumni Leo and Steve Carl of Carl Chevrolet have been proud supporters of local athletic programs for generations. Their dealership has been serving Fairfield County since 1927. Their team is ready to assist you with all of your automotive needs. Platinum sponsor Manfredi Jewels. Manfredi Jewels, your local official Rolex jeweler, is excited to continue carrying the finest jewelry and watch brands and welcome the New Canaan community to their newly renovated store this fall. Go Rams. Platinum sponsor Renaissance Partners, a family-owned and New Canaan-based residential building and remodeling company, serving all of Fairfield County. Platinum sponsor Walter Stewart's. Walter Stewart's Market has supported NC Rams athletics and your entire New Canaan community for years. Walter Stewart's is your fresh local market. We'd also like to thank our gold sponsor, Performance Optimal Health, who proudly supports all New Canaan Rams athletes in their 2023-2024 seasons. Their team helps clients achieve their health goals through exercise, recovery, nutrition, and stress management. They offer their congratulations to all teams competing this season. Again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors. The NC Rams All Sports Booster Club supports all New Canaan High School athletics. Go Rams!
If you want to stay updated on all our Rams sports, please follow us on Instagram and Twitter at NCTV78. And in order to watch our bi-weekly broadcasts, live streams of the NCHS sports, and our podcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel also at NCTV78. Thank you, and let's go Rams!